Hello, I'm Gail Thomas Strong, and welcome back to American Graduate Day on WFYI. Joining us in studio this afternoon, we have Max Yoder, the founding director of the First Fund and CEO of Lessonly. Thank you for being here, Max. We have Dr. Kathleen Lee, the chancellor for the Central Region of Ivy Tech Community College. Thank you, Kathy, for being here. And Sam Criss, president and CEO of Indiana Connected by 25. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. So this section of the program is all about helping people make transitions, and each of you work with young people and younger people as they attempt to make transitions. Sam, let's start with you. Indiana Connected by 25. Yeah. Talk about transitions for us.
Well, we work with young people who are transitioning out of the foster care system from ages 14 all the way up to 25. Most of these young people, especially educationally, struggle. Only about half graduate high school, and about 3% get their post-secondary degree. So we support those young people as they turn 18, as they go out into our community to make sure that they get connected to school and work.
Excellent. And I know that many of your students end up at Ivy Tech. So, but Kathy, you do so much to keep young people on the path that they need to be on.
Well, Sam's students are just some of the students that we see at our door. I mean, we go all the way from recent high school grads up to folks in their 60s and 70s. Our average age is actually around 26. Okay. And so we have folks that are coming to college for the first time, folks that are coming back to college to finish a degree, and folks who have decided it's time to get a career and something they can really do.
And Max, you're trying to get them on that path.
That's correct.
For a very young age.
So the First Fund works with first grade teachers who identify awesome parents. All the kids in first grade tend to be awesome. Not necessarily all the parents, and we're looking for parents who are kind of towing that poverty line or gainfully employed kids who tend to be on reduced lunch, but could use kind of help bridging the gap between, I know my kid needs to be going to college, but I don't know what I need to do right now to make that happen. So what we do is we set them up with a 529 plan, put $1,000 into it, and then we help the parents add 5, 10, 20 bucks a month into that plan for the next 11 to 12 years until the kid becomes 18 or graduates from high school or gets their GED.
That's remarkable.
I appreciate it. Well, we got a lot of work to do. It's a big experiment right now.
But it's an experiment worth doing. And Sam, you have a program quite similar to that with Connected by 25.
Yeah, we administer the state's education training voucher program, and we administer just over $1 million to students all over the state who are wanting to go on to post-secondary ed. So we provide financial assistance to them, but we also provide the supports and services to them, making sure they're connected to college support programs. We know that a lot of our youth are getting to college, but still many are struggling because of the social and emotional challenges that they have.
And Kathy, I know that from conversations with some of your colleagues at Ivy Tech that you're trying to figure out how to be as supportive as possible of students who walk through your doors.
Well, it's the same thing. I could continue the story that both of these gentlemen have talked about. We want students to realize that college is affordable, but they have to fill out the FAFSA. So if they're free and reduced lunch kids, in order to qualify for federal monies, they've got to have their forms on file. And then we have all kinds of support programs like our TRIO program, which is a federally funded program that supports students with wraparound services, tutoring and guidance, and helping them make those right decisions.
And I understand that you're trying to help counsel students into career paths for which they will have adequate preparation, looking at those high school transcripts, moving them into appropriate courses at Ivy Tech.
Just helping them understand what's available to them. I mean, most of us know the basic careers. You can be a nurse, you can be a teacher, you can be a mechanic, but there's so many other careers that wrap around that. One of our most popular programs is visual communications. Everybody wants to be on a computer. Well, that's great, but let's see where that computer can take you. And there's all kinds of possibilities there. In fact, fields where there are dozens of jobs open if you have the right kind of software and training.
And thank you, that's really helpful. And Max, on the front end of that, do you talk to those first graders? Do you say you're going to go to college?
You bet. I mean, that's all it is putting, I mean, that's the core of the mission, is putting college on the table for not only the kids, but the parents. I mean, a lot of people look at college as a magical thing that happens to some people and not to others. The reality is it's a process. Great. And processes are repeatable and magic is not. So we help spell that process out.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being a part of American Graduate Day USA today here at WFYI. You've just met 3 people who do wonderful work in organizations, but each of us can make a difference every single day. We need you to get involved. Call the toll-free number, go to these websites to find out more, become an American Graduate Champion, and make a difference. Support young people here in Central Indiana. Thanks for joining us for American Graduate Day here on WFYI, and find a way to be a champion.